Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sideshow Live, coming to you straight from Sideshow HQ. If you're watching this recorded, hello from the past. The machines won. We don't know how it happened, but they did. So we're going to be quiet. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I got a great lineup of Comic-Con goodies to talk to you about today, and one is going to be given away. What? That's crazy. I mean, we doing giveaways? We never do that. First, let's talk about some news from the past week. There hasn't been much in the way of like news. Everyone, I think, is holding back on their big news because San Diego Comic-Con is in 2 weeks, and that's pretty exciting. So I think they're saving all their announcements for San Diego. But we're too excited to wait, so we have a bunch of our news that we're going to share with you. Everything that's been happening for San Diego Comic-Con in this past week. We started off with Huntress and Black Canary being announced last Friday to kick off online Comic-Con on July 1st. We actually showed you Black Canary last week on the live show. This was before she was ever announced, so that was pretty exciting for you guys, I hope. So definitely check her out if you want to get a closer look. We came back live after the video and got up close and personal with her, so you got a really good look at the Black Canary piece. Rocket and Groot were announced on Saturday. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see more of them. I actually haven't even taken a look at the statues yet, but they're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con at booth 1929, where we will be living. So during Comic-Con, we're going to be live streaming from our booth on the floor, and Saturday we will be showing off all of our Marvel products. So that means you'll be able to see Rocket and Groot live from San Diego on Saturday, July 23rd at 8 a.m. from our booth. We will be there. We'll be showing you all of our Marvel amazingness, so check us out then. Hell Priestess and Leatherface premium format figures made their appearance, came out of the shadows, and made themselves known on Sunday. So we have those, and the Zuckuss 6-scale figure was shown on Monday. We also showed you the Hulk vs. Wolverine premium art print yesterday. That's available for pre-order, so you can go get that and add that to your collection right now. Also a preview of the matching Hulk vs. Wolverine maquette went up for preview yesterday, and this is a fantastic return to dioramas for Sideshow, so we're really excited about that piece. It looks so good. And online Comic-Con has just begun. We just started, you guys. There's so much more we have to show you up until preview night at SDCC. Even right now, I'm about to show you so much more exclusives and first looks of everything that we're showing at San Diego Comic-Con. So if you want to talk about this exciting news that I just told you, or you want to ask questions about the pieces you're about to see, talk to Sonia in our chat channels right now. She would like me to inform you guys that she enjoys vests and friendship. So say hi to Sonia and be her friend. Later we'll be unboxing the Hot Toys Stormtrooper Gold Chrome version premium format figure, cha-ching, and we're going to be giving the figure away. So go to sideshow.com/live contest. You guys know the drill by now. Sideshow.com/live contest and enter for your chance to win the Stormtrooper Gold Chrome version 6-scale figure. We're going to be running this contest all week long. So if you're watching this live, go enter it now. If you're watching this recorded, then enter it now. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing this right now. Sideshow.com/live contest. Do it. We're also going to be announcing the winner of the Stanley prize pack from last week's live stream at the end of the show. So stay tuned to figure out if you won. I'm gonna do a little scoot. We'll scoot this way. Scoot, scoot. What? What's this? What do I have right here? This episode is going to be all about Comic-Con and the stuff that we're bringing. So our production team has been really hard at work to make sure that you guys see everything up close and personal, and that they're being awesome about letting us show you this stuff before the show. So everyone give like a shout out to our production team and how amazing they are. So before these things get packed up and headed to San Diego, we wanted to give you a first look at Killer Croc premium format figure. This is Waylon Jones, aka the Killer Croc. He is one of Batman's strongest, obviously, and fiercest adversaries. He has his classic humanoid portrait on him right now, and weathered fabric pants, which, by the way, if you take a look at these, it really looks like he's been like walking around in some dirty stuff in the sewer. So really well done on the fabrication there. And he has a rope belt, and also the bandages appear to be made of fabric as well. They might not be, but either way, it's super realistic looking. He stands on a sewer-themed base with a splash effect, and he even has this little rat right here. I named him Dominic. He is 18.5 inches tall, and he weighs 18.5 pounds. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but he is a great addition to your Batman Rogues gallery, and also basically any Gotham collection that you might have right now. He's going to be previewing Saturday of Online Comic-Con, so if you want to learn more about him and sign up to be notified when he goes up for preview, you're going to want to go to sideshow.com/SDCC16 for all of our Online Comic-Con announcements. Be sure to stick around, because we have so much more to show you from Comic-Con when we get back. Keep the comments coming. We'll be looking out for you. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have like, yay, awesome, Killer Croc looks rad, you're hanging out on Sideshow Live, we have a great video to show you. It's of the Batman v Superman premium format figure. This is the Batman version. He looks like Ben Affleck. It's amazing. We're gonna give you a look at the video. He went up for pre-order earlier today, so take a look. We'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back to Sideshow Live. The next piece that we're going to be showing you at our booth is this Gamora premium format figure. Now, Gamora is the deadliest woman in the galaxy, like, for sure. I wouldn't want to run into her just flying out in space. So she's suited up in her futuristic white battle armor with these gold skull details. This is inspired by her appearance when she first gained cosmic powers from the Black Vortex. She's holding her favorite weapon, Godslayer, and she stands 15 inches tall and 15 inches wide. She's a bit shorter than our premium format figures, but she has this deep stance, so she takes up a lot of space. She stands on a Nova-themed base with blue crystals jetting up from the planet. So you probably are asking yourselves, why are we showing you Gamora? I mean, I thought this show was supposed to be about new SDCC figures. Gamora's even already up for pre-order. I totally know what she looks like. Well, you know what? That's because Gamora's not going to be alone. We've showed you that we have Rocket and Groot that are coming to San Diego with us, and she'll also be joined by another member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, oh my gosh, next Wednesday we'll be announcing a companion piece to this Gamora, and I can't say much more than that. I'll have to leave it up to speculation, so talk to Sonia. Who do you think it's going to be? Will it be another member from the films? Perhaps it'll be someone from the comics. I don't know. Maybe it's a villain. I don't know. Maybe we'll show you Gamora because it's going to be it's going to just be displayed with her in some way. I really don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know. So weigh in who you think it is in the comments. Who are you hoping that it is? But we have another video to show you. After this video, I'm sorry, we have one more San Diego Comic-Con product announcement. This one's a Star Wars character, so you're definitely going to want to stick around. Do you know who it is? I actually do know who this one is. But we'll be unboxing the Hot Toys Stormtrooper gold chrome version premium format figure. That's a lot to say in like one breath. So we'll be unboxing him a little bit later. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back after this video. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Sideshow Live. We have one last reveal before I get to the unboxing of the Hot Toys Stormtrooper Gold Chrome version 6-scale figure. I apologize for my misrepresentation before. This is a 6-scale figure that I will be unboxing. So remember to enter for a chance to win at sideshow.com/live contest. And we're staying in the world of Star Wars in the latest line of Star Wars premium format figures. That's probably where I got confused. This is Jango Fett. This prototype is pending licensor approval, but he is standing on this amazing base. He's the dangerous bounty hunter, father to the legendary Boba Fett, and he now has his very own premium format figure. He's wearing his iconic Mandalorian armor with a Z6 jetpack, and he comes equipped with a pair of Westar 34 blasters. He looks fantastic when displayed next to our Boba Fett premium format figure, and his exclusive is a JT-12 jetpack. He's almost 25 inches tall and 13 inches long. So he's just, look at how tall he is. He's so cool looking. He won't be previewed to next week, but so you're getting like an exclusive first look right here. This is the first time we're showing this to anyone. If you want to be notified as to when he goes up for preview, you're gonna wanna go to sideshow.com/SDCC16. We'll shoot you an email when he goes up for preview. And we have another video to show you. We have a lot of videos right now because we're so excited about everything we're showing off. And I'll be back after this video to unbox the Hot Toys Stormtrooper Gold Chrome version 6-scale figure right after this Boba Fett. That's the video. I'm back again. You're back with Sideshow Live. So let's just crack right into this guy because this is a con exclusive. Such a limited quantity were made of him that I'm just really excited to see what he looks like. I'm just as excited as you guys. So let's take a look at this Stormtrooper Gold Chrome version 6-scale figure. Take the box off carefully. Wow, wow. Can you see the reflection of light like that just came off my face? I felt like I opened just like, oh. How's that doing on video there?
Quite the glare.
I know, I'm so sorry. But this is just very, very beautiful. I'll try not to but it really reflects. So you probably have another light source. Let's just get him out of the plastic and out of the box right now because I try to do that quickly for those watching because I know that it makes quite a bit of noise when I do it. This is a very exclusive item. He is based on the Stormtrooper in the original Star Wars trilogy, but he has a brilliant faux gold chrome finish. So let's take him out. I'm being very careful. Wow, he's very carefully wrapped. I don't want to get any sort of prints or anything on him. He has a fabric bodysuit that's underneath his gold chrome armor, and he comes with a blaster rifle. Swap out hands. There's 5 swap out hands. He even has a gold chrome pack. And he stands on a golden Imperial emblem. So this is like Stormtrooper really bringing everything to the table. I kind of just want to show him to you guys. I want to be careful since someone will be winning this when you go to sideshow.com/live contest. You'll be winning this exact gold chrome version. And look at him. Look at how nice this is. This is really thoughtful to do this so that way you actually don't have to touch him. You can maintain all of his shiny gold goodness. Yay, look at him unboxed. Here, let's do this. So that way you can see all of his hands. All of the hands. And all of the accessories. And did you check out this golden Imperial emblem? Because that's actually the thing that I'm most excited about. That makes the Empire kind of look slick, in my opinion, anyway. The Empire does kind of have like the slickest look. Anyway, so now that we've unboxed him, I'm going to scoot him over to the side while I talk to you about last week's Stan Lee prize pack that we gave away. We gave away a Stan Lee 6-scale figure along with an Avengers premium art print that was signed by Stan Lee and framed. So we're going to be giving that to a winner. And I have that winner's name right here. Do you guys want to know who it is?
Yeah.
Yay! What? Yay! Like 2 people want to know who it is, and everyone online who I'm sure I can't hear. The winner is of the Stan Lee prize pack. You won a Stan Lee 6-scale figure and the Avengers framed premium art print signed by Stan Lee himself. That goes to Jim Mast. Jim Mast from the U.S. Congratulations! That's such a cool prize pack. Woo! I'm super jealous of you. Okay. So that is who won our Stan Lee prize pack last week. Remember to go to sideshow.com/live contest to enter for a chance to win this beautiful, I can see my reflection in this and it's a little distracting. So this is such like an amazing piece to add to any Star Wars collection. You can see yourself in the armor. Every Star Wars fan's dream, I'm sure. Anyway, that's all we have for you this week. You got a lot of first looks. So this is amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you're not done with us, you can hang out on our social channels. We do giveaways on Facebook. We do giveaways on Twitter. We do giveaways all over the place. On YouTube right now, we're still giving away an R5D4 6-scale figure. And we'll be back next Wednesday, July 13th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll be announcing the winner of this guy. We'll be announcing him. And then that contest will be running for a week. So if you're watching this recorded, go enter for a chance to win. Sideshow.com/live contest. We'll see you then. Feel free to hang out and talk to Sonia and chat. We'll be answering questions and watching some videos. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week.
Ralph McQuarrie is the unsung hero who inspired the visual style that we've come to know as Star Wars. Before his paintings were published, I don't think many people really understood that there was such a thing as a concept artist.
McQuarrie, I think, in some ways framed everything that's outer space. He gave you a sense of what that technology was.
Seeing how everything was weathered and worn and just gave a tangible sense of realism. Everything he was drawing was out of the world at that time. You know, it was like, wow, man, this is so cool. Like, I want to draw like this.
His drawings tell so much. I mean, even some of the simple, just line drawings that he does, there's so much character and personality in those.
I love conceptual artwork because in many ways, it kind of has a certain freedom of expression about itself. In his case, it felt like they were really exploring how they wanted to visualize their galaxy. And I think that when you're translating things from 2D media to 3D media, our approach here is to be as faithful to what he was reaching to achieve.
Our design process with the 5th scale statues specifically, we try and look at the whole broad scope of all the art that he did and try to find what we thought was the main iconic look to that character. We're looking to start right out the gate with Vader, Boba Fett, and Stormtrooper.
They definitely complement one another and expand on what the sort of empire view of what Ralph McQuarrie envisioned for Star Wars.
You can see that if you were to put Vader in the center, the two on either side, you'd get that sense that they go together.
We try to get the same hues and the tones just to keep true to the artwork. You want it to give it depth and realism. So you want to try to use directional lighting and try to create a highlight or shadows. You know, when you paint that way, it's like, wow, that looks really cool, you know, because you could turn off the light and now it still looks like there's light on it.
For 6th scale, we're starting out with Darth Vader and seeing how the fans react to that. If they respond to it well, awesome. We have Boba Fett and Stormtrooper.
You can put it into whatever position you want or whatever pose you want. You can try to make the exact scene or the exact piece of art that Ralph did. And you get to be a little more connected to the figure.
When we started out to make the McQuarrie 6-scale Vader, we were faced with which head were we going to go with, because Macquarie had done 2 rough concept designs, and then we decided that we would use both of them and have switch out heads for the figure.
We took into account the authenticity, but in the same way that Ralph McQuarrie himself was kind of exploring the elasticity of the designs, we're doing the same type of thing, but enhance it and explore the design a little bit further in ways that he maybe was not ever able to fully kind of conceive of.
We're all fans of McQuarrie's artwork, but getting together and finally knowing that we're going to be making a product, it's a big priority on us to get these things done right.
It's great to be able to go back to the original source material and celebrate where it all started. Not just where it ended up being or the super polished version, but what could have been.
I think that what customers can expect from a Sideshow Ralph McQuarrie representation is the manifestation of the original idea. Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going to be working with the Hot Toys Maria Hill figure, and we're going to be using that figure to help us illustrate how minor tweaks and twists can help accentuate poise without sacrificing the appearance of strength. Let's get started. Maria Hill is a pretty stoic character. She stands tall on the bridge of the helicarrier. Typically, you'll see her standing there with her arms crossed, and we're going to try to duplicate that here today. We're going to need to switch out one of these hands for a fist. Always being very careful with this, with these hands and these pegs. Now let's prepare the rest of her before we move on. This pistol is sort of spring-loaded, and that's kind of a cool feature. You can opt to do that, or you can actually pull it back all the way and it will stick. All right, carefully putting that in, locks into place. It's very firm, not going anywhere. I'm already second-guessing my decision to go with the crossed arms pose, because it really is just a simple thing. You just have to get this wrist peg up quite a bit. These fingers here, are you going to want to have them draped kind of gracefully across your bicep? Bring this in. Now pull the sleeve back, find the pivot point for this wrist joint. And there it is. So grab that with your thumbnail, in my case, and then pivot it so that the line is directly across the top of the hand. Bend that forward. Slide this sleeve up to cover the joint, because it is, let's face it, a little unsightly. Move the arms out. Bring them in as much as you can. This is where we need to bring the double elbow joint into play. Now, the issues that I've seen online are people will have a tendency to actually have the arms crossed at the breast, where you really should have them coming in below. And this takes patience and determination to get that in there in a way that just doesn't look awkward. Now, see what I'm doing there? Got to twist that just a little bit, get those shoulders up. Now, coming in here, you can see that her thumb, I've got that actually bent, going between the... So she's actually holding that arm. We're going to give her a little bit of a cock to the hip. And to do that, you're just going to want to take one leg, boop, slide it out this way. Bring the other leg in to compensate. All right, so now we have her hips cocked. But as you can see, as a result of that, her body's canted just a little bit. So what we're going to do is to compensate for that, we're going to bend her at the waist in the direction that her hip is going. And what I like to do is just to bring this foot out to the front a touch, and maybe even give her a slight twist. And you can exaggerate that hip by just kind of grabbing here at the lower abdomen and just pulling it that way. And then again, correct it. See how that hip's dropped there? It's a little bit lifted right there. And then turn her head to compensate and give some direction. For the final touch, let's just go ahead and get that earpiece in here. Look at that thing. You can see there's just this joint that slides into her ear, and it's even a little bit adjustable. In this case, I want to keep it, I don't want it quite touching her cheek, just a little bit off the cheek, not too much. But there you go. That's a formidable figure. This is actually the pose I have at home with this figure. I bought this figure. This is, I love the character. I think Hot Toys did a great job nailing the likeness. The costume is just dialed, and you can do so much with her.
The only thing that stayed consistent in my life was change. When somebody comes up to me and asks me where I'm from, I dread that question or that conversation. They have an assumption of like, okay, you were born in this town, you grew up and went to school, and your parents live there and all your friends are there. Well, for me, that's spread out over many thousands of miles.
Gunned down in a weekend of violence.
8 of them killed. Chaos.
The city seems all but numb to an epidemic of violence.
As a result of the political situation in the Congo, we were always moving. There are certain airports I remember distinctly better than certain homes we lived in. The amount of things that I was exposed to by age 10, for some people, that's more than a lifetime. Coming to the US to an English-speaking culture, that was a shock. Literally everybody's talking in gibberish. What happened to me is you become more aware of how imperfect and approximate language actually is. A child, before they write, they will draw. It's a language that crosses sort of, if you will, the verbal language barriers. So I think there's something intrinsically human about drawing itself. In that drawing, we inhabit that child's moment because we've all been there. And so there's nothing that child could ever say to take us to that moment. But in following those lines, we enter those moments. If you're going to tell a story, specifically your story, there is no more powerful way to do it than drawing. Once I sort of incorporated into my value system, I felt uncomfortable if I didn't draw. With time, I found that what matters is the human connections we make. Reaching people is, in many ways, why we're here. And if I take that to a professional framework, like what should I be making? I think it's the thing that reaches people's hearts. There's something more profound to be said about this world in my life. And that's why, for me, that storytelling path was essential. And to me, there's nothing more important. When certain things come together, I think the feeling or the setting or the situation, the circumstances can be called home. It's not geographical. It's one of those things that goes back to language. Something happens in a time and place, and that can become home. Where are there people who want to work hard, who want to work for excellence, who want to achieve kind of what I aspire to? It's something that I searched for a long time. Sideshow opened that door for me. It feels like no other place. One I consider a privilege and an honor to call home. My name is JP Mavinga, and this story is of my journey home.
ghost.
It's not the ghost of Well, you don't know. There could be ghosts in the Gotham sewers.
We are live.
I feel like
It's not the ghost of Killer Croc.
Yeah, but
He's amazing!
oh my God, we love him. Ah. Ooh. Splash. Say bye to Dominic.